Jamal Ben Saddik had no mercy from the outside, throwing everything and the kitchen sink into every punch. To his credit, Errol Zimmerman was able to take him and drop the big man. Yet, Ben Saddik walked away the winner. A huge monster faces the three-time K1 Grand Prix champion. Jamal Ben Saddik, the younger man, got really a lot of knockout in those big punches. Remy Bonjasky got to be moving around like a butterfly.
And stinging like a bee.
That's right.
He has two kids, one named Cassius, one named Clay. Yes, that's right. They're named after Muhammad Ali. Ooh, a little poetry for you. 36-year-old Bonjasky.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the first fighter fighting out of the blue corner, Jamal Ben Saddik. His opponent fighting out of the red corner, Remy Bonjasky.
This is going to be real interesting.
Especially when the outspoken Jamal Ben Saddik, just 22 years of age, has said that Peter Arts, who unfortunately injured his right hand, out of the tournament, and Remy Bonjasky, who he's facing right now, are old men and their time is past. Give them to me and I will knock them out. Well, be careful what you wish for. You get that chance right now.
I have a suspicion he's up for the task, but he's still facing probably the greatest fighter he's ever faced in his career, in Remy Bonjasky.
Fight. The bell in round one. Again, best of three affair, 3 2-minute rounds. One fighter. It's the judges' favor in the first 2 rounds. There will not be a need for a third round. He'll advance to the semifinals. And there's a straight right hand.
The thing that really impresses me about Ben Saddik is for a big guy, he's really fast.
Now let's talk about big. He's in at 284 pounds. He actually lost 35 pounds. He was issued veggies for 8 weeks, which he said made him very angry.
Yeah, well, he's an angry guy, and he makes no apologies for not liking his opponents.
This is with the right low kick by Ben Saddik. Very aggressive start, taking the fight to the decorated veteran.
Yes, he did.
Body kick blocked and trapped by Ben Saddik, and Bonjasky, even though they're not knockdowns, has been on the canvas twice. Has to be careful he doesn't injure himself.
This is going to be a tough puzzle for Bonjasky to try and penetrate.
Under a minute remaining in the opening round. Bonjasky feints straight right through the guard by Ben Saddik.
Bonjasky should choose a big target, maybe the body.
Lead left hook by Ben Saddik.
And try and go there with that left hook.
They exchange low kicks. Straight right hand by Ben Saddik bounces Bonjasky off the ropes. 30 seconds now left in the opening frame. Left hook around the guard by Ben Saddik. Bonjasky very methodical, and again with just 2-minute rounds, you've got to be a lot more aggressive, and even the referee has implored them for action, and Ben Saddik getting the best of Remy Bonjasky.
You know, I think that neither guy has done a lot of damage with 10 seconds left, and I think Ben Saddik is looking the better of the two.
I think low kick by Ben Saddik. And the right head kick by Ben Saddik. So a good start for the 22-year-old.
Not going to be surprised if they hand that one to the young man, Jamal Ben Saddik.
Ben Saddik threw a varied combination of strikes, high, low kicks. What I thought was some of his best work was just punching that body, straight punching that body, and or grabbing that leg and counter punching through Remy Bonjasky. It ain't hurting him, but it's knocking him on his butt. And it certainly doesn't look like he's winning this fight when he's falling on his butt.
And even though he blocks this particular shot, it still sends him reeling. I've seen Ernesto Hoost knock a guy out when he blocked the kick, and he still got knocked out. Ben Saddik is quite a bit bigger than most.
And a clean sweep for the 22-year-old Ben Saddik, who takes the first round from Remy Bonjasky. So Bonjasky with his back against the wall early here because he needs to win round 2 in order to force the third and final round.
Here's one of the problems for Bonjasky. He likes to headhunt with the knees and the head kicks, but when a guy's that tall and stands straight up, you can't do it. You need a guy to be leaning forward. So go to the body, front kick or something. Get it to bend over.
Body kick by Ben Saddik, traps a leg and then sweeps, and there are no sweeps allowed, so he gets warned by the referee. But again, an aggressive start by Ben Saddik, showing no fear whatsoever, despite the huge advantage and experience and success level of Remy Bonjasky. Bonjasky fakes with a hand, goes downstairs with a kick, and then a 1-2 combination upstairs by Bonjasky, the flying gentleman who hasn't done much flying in this fight thus far. Straight right hand by Ben Saddik.
Ben Saddik is shutting down the kicking of Bonjasky by catching it and countering. He's convincing him it's a bad idea to kick.
He's shutting down everything, really, because when Bonjasky moves within range, he's got to eat that straight right down the middle. And Bonjasky doesn't have traditional head movement like a boxer. His head is pretty much moving straight forward.
I don't usually tend to stare at men's gluteus maximus, but there's a message, you know my name, not my story. Well, he's authoring a pretty successful story thus far in this tournament, is Jamal Ben Saddik.
Here's more about his story. He's got 4 brothers. He said there was a lot of sparring in our house.
Body kick and the straight right hand, and down goes Bonjasky.
Wasn't a knockdown, but that
very close again.
But one thing's for sure, unless Remy Bonjasky does something really big, he will have lost this round as well.
And Ben Saddik continues to attack the lead leg with those inside leg kicks. There again, the low kick by Ben Saddik. High kick by Bonjasky, blocked, and that body kick again knocks him off balance. Another strong round for Ben Saddik, and dare I say, an upset in the making here at the Saitama Super Arena.
Size matters. Skill matters too, but when you get a semi-skilled guy, and I'm not saying that Ben Saddik is all the way there, like like Bonjasky on a technical level is a better technician than Ben Saddik is, but doesn't have the power.
And here's Saddik catching that kick, avoiding that cut kick, which we called a sweep, not legal, got warned for it, but just doing brilliant. Catch the kick, counter punch work. I mean, it blasted Bonjasky all the way across the ring on that one.
Do you think the fight's over?
I think it's over.
Definitely.
I think it's over.
Wow.
Over.
Remy Bonjasky, 3-time K1 World Grand Prix champion, in danger of being eliminated, and it has happened. The upset has taken place. 22-year-old Jamal Ben Saddik advances to the semifinals of the Glory Heavyweight Grand Slam. And Remy Bonjasky goes down to defeat the number 4 seed, is out of the tournament, courtesy of the Moroccan Goliath, Jamal Ben Saddik. And he may be known as Goliath, but in terms of experience and talent, he just knocked off a Goliath in Bonjasky.
He really did. He knocked off the biggest name, probably, and like I said before, the greatest fighter he's ever faced, and he pretty much controlled the fight. First round was slow, but it was catching the kick and landing those combinations is classic Muay Thai. You know, catch the kick and make the guy pay, and those body kicks. Holy.
Took away the biggest weapon of Bonjasky. That's that length of his legs, his ability to work high and low, just completely shut him down. Great strategy by Ben Saddik.
Look, Remy blocked that and still got knocked down, and they didn't rule it a knockdown. And he had his arm up.
So we are set for the final quarterfinal matchup. Daniel Guita goes up against Murad Bouzidi. The semifinals await the winner of this matchup coming up here at Glory Heavyweight Grand Slam, Saitama Super Arena, Japan.